tries to, break the barricade. Forces were used, and as they tries to barge into, police lathi charge them. You can easily understand through this visual that we can see rapid action forces with tear gas, shells and arrangements were done. There were also all precautionary measures to crack down this movement was taken by the administration. Now, let me tell our viewers, this comes under the Bidhannagar Commissionerate, which is in Salt Lake. So, on the other side of the city, at Kolkata Surgical Medical College Hospital, doctors are also protesting, and they are also eager. They were also eagerly waiting for the Supreme Court's hearing. Now we can see that the protesters are being taken. It's raining. It's raining heavily. The entire force is trying to disengage these protesters far from the Shastha Bhavan. So there raises several questions with regards to the action being taken by the health department and the Shastha Bhavan authority. Remember, even today during yes, once again, as we can see, that protesters are being detained by cops as they decided to sit on demonstration on the streets. Women protesters of ABVP, they are being detained. They are being picked up by the cops. Scuffle being broke out. Remember, today's Apex Court's observation over the peaceful protests being stopped by the cops. Court also, the top court also criticized that kind of, action on any kind of peaceful protest. It's their right to protest over this horrific, murder and rape case that have happened in Kolkata's top hospital. There are several questions being asked against the role of the authority of the health department. Why no action was taken against Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal? What were the prompt action was taken after this incident happened? Why did not they accept the resignation of the Sandeep Ghosh? So there are a lot of significant questions are being asked, which is why opposition parties are also putting questions on the role of this Shastha Bhavan Adhikarik or the officials. And BJP's ABVP, the youth and student wing, they decided to march towards the Shastha Bhavan. They have been barricaded first. Then when the protesters tried to break the barricades and police lathi charged them initially, many of them have been detained now. So this kind of, we see kind of protests are coming. Let me cut across to the slogans are being raised over here.
We want justice.
आप क्या चाह रहे थे? आप कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं?
দেখুন আমাদের দেশের মুখ্যমন্ত্রী
कहाँ जाना चाहते थे आप? स्वास्थ्य भवन में
हमारा लक्ष्य है शास्त्र भवन अभियान।
क्यों रोका? क्या कह रहे?
पुलिस हमारे साथ कोऑपरेट नहीं करे। हम शांतिपूर्वक मिছিল कर रहे हैं, लेकिन
क्या मांग है आप लोगों की?
हमारा मांग है ये आर्यकर में हमारा जो बहन का हत्या हुई उसके लिए हमारी डिमांड, उसका फेयर जस्टिस चाहिए हम लोगों को।
We do understand that they were demanding justice over this incident, and as you can see that pressure are being used by cops. A huge bandobast, we can easily understand. At least over nearly 500 cops, including rapid action forces, geared with tear gas shells. It shows the volume of urgency. Remember, during this period, we did see on the midnight of 14th and 15th August, when the vandalism happened, and the day of the reclaim the night mass movement was called by the women. And of course, on the day of the last Sunday, when there was also a crackdown following prohibitory orders at the Yuva Bharati Stadium. There also police here lathi charged them that they prevented any kind of peaceful protest. And today police were absolutely prepared to stop over 100 protesters of ABVP at in Salt Lake to march towards Shastha Bhavan. Once again, we are bringing this live broadcast. We continue to bring this broadcast, and we can see some of the protesters. They are staging their trials to sit on dharna on the street to block the road. This is the juncture of city center and the Salt Lake. This is, remember, this is one of the busiest administrative area, or the official area of the sister city, that is Bidhannagar, that of Kolkata, the sister city of Kolkata, that is Salt Lake, Bidhannagar. We can see once again police are pushing them back. So these are the live visuals we are bringing to our viewers, that how police is stopping a peaceful protest being conducted by the ABVP. So a lot of politics is also happening. BJP is also demanding justice. They are student wing and youth wing supporters. They are on the streets, but no way police is allowing them to stage protest. And what is their right precisely? So these are a lot of actions we can see on the streets in this heavy rain over this issue. Anger is only mounting, and when a state is eagerly waiting for justice for a victim, 31-year-old junior doctor. Remember, she was brutally raped and murdered in her own premises, that is a government-run hospital. Back to you.
Barely about
Even we reporters over here, we know that several organizations, many of them, most of them rather, are non-governmental, a political organization, be it doctors, lawyers, and even housewives across the length and breadth. Today is perhaps, after a long weekend, it was the first, weekdays in the official corridors and in the office para of Kolkata. Today several organizations and several people, be it chartered accountants or lawyers, they are also staging protests, and this is nothing new. Police have barricaded them. Aapka kya
I can speak in English, sir. Can I tell you?
Sure. So I just wanted to know what was your plan, and what were the demand you were being raised over this issue?
There are not one-fold demand. There are manifold demands. First thing, that there should be a protection, there was safety in the state, but there is none. Otherwise, that poor victim girl was brutally murdered and then raped. This is not acceptable.
Why do you think that police is using so power to just prevent a march, apparently a peaceful march of ABVP to march towards the Shastha Bhavan?
This is the irony of the state, that the police miserably failed to protect that victim girl, and now the police are trying to resist us and attack us to stop our protest, peaceful protest to Shastha Bhavan. This is the first time India has seen a massive protest after the independence. This is the first time that common people has come to these roads. This is for the first time, and students' power cannot be resisted, sir.
Okay. Appreciate your joining, but let me cut across to this visual. Very interesting. Police have cornered the rest of the protesters at the doorstep of a mall here in Salt Lake, but we know that they have been cornered on the street, as you can see in this heavy rain. But the scuffle between cops and protesters does continue. You can see rapid action forces and top cops, they are disengaging this crowd at the doorstep of this mall. They are trying to somehow push them back from protesting on the streets of Salt Lake. Remember, it is now, but we know it is over 2 kilometers away from the the Shastha Bhavan where they have been barricaded. You can see in this main in uniform and particularly this in blue uniform, they are the rapid action forces. So questions are being raised that why, and I just spoke to some of the protesters and they said they were about to protest peacefully on the streets of Kolkata demanding justice. They had no intention to create any ruckus, any sort of violation of guideline. But why so much police power, prevention are being slapped, they are being stopped? It's very interesting to see that somehow, which is possibly because remember BJP netas and leaders, they have raised several questions on the role of the government. Why, whether there were attempt to cover up the entire episode. Questions are being raised by top leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party, and when their supporters of the youth wing and the student wing had hit the streets, police forces are being used, rapid action forces are being used against them. They even lathi charge them. Many of them have been detained by the cops, and now this scuffle is continue on the streets of Bidhannagar. So these are the things what we can see. That protests are erupting on the streets, and day by day, we only see not only these political parties or supporters, several people across the length of breadth of the city and the society, they are coming on the streets demanding justice. Perhaps this kind of movement I have ever seen as a reporter of the city, as a citizen of the city, when we can see that mostly commoners and people, housewives, students,